Hello and good morning to you. I trust you're doing well. Hey, my name is Foda Atobra, and I invite you to our book read today. And we are talking about investing in yourself from my book, Own It. So, Auntie Yaa'S Book Corner is so called because of the following, and I'm going to share with you. I do various lives and videos from these books. So my first book is Reflection for a Thirsty Soul. You can find that on Amazon. The second book is The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. Now, Reflections is a book of inspiration based, some of it is short stories, and there's scriptures in there too as well, based on the Bible. The Beauty of a Woman's Heart is a book about women empowerment. Women do a lot of nurturing and caring for others, but we forget ourselves. So this is just, the book is just to create an awareness of taking time for yourself, growing yourself, and being the best self that you can be. My third book is Refreshing for My Weary Soul. That is a devotional. Yes, I take a passage from the Bible and then I share my insight about it. And of course, my fourth book is Own It. It's a guide to taking accountability and responsibility for your own life journey. There are things that we should be doing ourselves, but we always expect other people to do it for us. So you need to take charge and get going, push yourself in life. It is an Amazon International best-selling book. And of course, my fifth book, my Unapologetic Self, a guide to being real and living life on my own terms, will be out this year. So watch out for these on Amazon. So basically, I do reflections from the first book, share insights from the book. Beauty is beauty lessons with your favorite auntie. I share little clips. I have refreshing. And then, of course, there's Own It and my unapologetic self. So today, the book read is from Own It. And I'm saying, we're going to talk about how important it is to invest in yourself. It's based on Grow, Develop Yourself on page 23 of the book. And here it is. I love this blue rose, by the way. It's so cute. So, I believe that in life, you have a responsibility to yourself to be the best self that you are. Let me ask you a question. When you look in the mirror, and we look in the mirror every morning, do you like what you see? Do you love yourself? Would you believe that there's people who can't even look themselves in the mirror because they are so down on themselves. They feel so down and out. They don't feel worthy. They've placed all kinds of thoughts in their minds about themselves. Some of it is from them, some of it is from the outside. But at the end of the day, I'll tell you this, you may be part of a family, you may be married, you may have a good friendship circle, but you are on your own journey, your own life journey. So it's important that you equip yourself to live the best life that you can be. For myself, being a believer, I believe in, I was created by God to live a productive and purposeful life. So how am I going to do that if I am limited? If I don't believe enough in myself to step out there and take on opportunities and challenges as they come. So the question that I have for you is, where are you in life? Sit quietly and reflect about it. For myself personally, I've just recently retired. I retired in April. And we talk about how we get so busy with the things of life that we forget to own ourselves. Give me a second here. There's just something that I forgot to do. Let me just share this program to my other page. Yes. All right. Right, let's carry on. So where are you at in life? Are you happy there? So I was saying that for me, I've recently retired. Yes, I retired in April. And We talk about, we've heard stories of people who work their whole lives. Once they are retired, they don't even know what to do with themselves, or they don't have a plan. I have always been busy. I've been busy writing my books and working alongside. Now work is done. I have things that I do. I keep myself busy. I like to share information and impact people. Just nuggets that I've learned in life. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I'm not going to sit and put myself down and say, oh, nobody will listen to me. What do I have to say? We all have something that we can share to benefit others, and there's people seeking that. So never ever put yourself down. My children are all grown now. They are young adults. There's three of them. They have their own lives. They do their own thing. And so if I was not to have invested in myself as to, hey, yes, I am a woman based on the community that I come from, but I still need to find myself. I need to be busy doing my life. I need to be doing what blesses me, what challenges me. So that's what I've been doing. So then the next question is, if you are not happy there, what are you willing to do about it? A lot of times um, we don't take chances. We don't want to change anything. We just want to stay put. And we are stuck in a rut. And then we start to, what do you call it, complain and make comments about people who are striving and pushing in life. Yes. I was on a platform just before I came on here, and they were talking about financial literacy, financial knowledge. That was Monday's platform. And so I saw the numbers, the numbers were up at a certain point, then it came down, and I wrote a comment about it. And another lady told me that yesterday, that information, that page, there were 300 people watching, probably because it was about beef from the community. When you are sharing knowledge, people don't want to come and listen. But in gaining knowledge, and what was shared today was about AI, life is changing. You better get alongside the program. So I'm talking here about investing in yourself. Make yourself a priority. Learn, learn, learn. Look, there's courses that I've bought that I've not even looked at, and I've told myself, you're free now. Start to learn, start to gain some knowledge. It's there. There's courses I bought. I'm not even, some of them are expensive ones, but it's there. It's on my laptop. I have to go look at it, and I will. So it's just a mindset that you have to have that, look, I'm good enough. I need to put time. I need to place value in myself and push, do what I can do to, better myself and acquire some skills, because the future is going to be different. It's not what we've always known it to be. So then I go on to ask, do you have goals for your life? As I'm speaking, I did my vision board for this year. The major priority was to put out my book, my fifth book, which should be coming out anytime in the next couple of months or so, I believe. And so then I've been focused on that. I took on a new challenge, book coaching, which is coming along very well. Sometimes you don't know that there's something in you. You think you can't do it, but once you start it, you go, wow, this is good. I have something that I can help somebody with. And the feedback that I get from my client is quite positive as well. So it encourages you to carry on. And so that was one thing that I put. I'm supposed to write up a course. Well, that I haven't done. But as I'm talking to you, it's 2nd June. And I'm thinking to myself, I better go back and look at these goals. They are there, they are written down. It's just I've been so focused on what I've been doing these past 5 months that I haven't looked at it. But what about if you don't have any written down? It's never too late to start. Just take a piece of paper and a pen, sit down and write it out. So, what are your plans for personal growth and development? Do you have any? Personal growth should be a priority for you. Don't stay the same. Listen, let me give you a simple example. You go into a social setting and you meet people, so you have to carry out a conversation. Are you versed enough to be able to speak? Do you know how to carry a conversation? It's not to say go and be the center of attention. It's certainly not what I'm talking about. But are you able to be part of a social conversation? We don't know how to be. we're so awkward because we don't educate ourselves about some of these social niceties, right? That is how you meet people, networking, connecting, collaborating. I mentioned that I was at my friend's 60th birthday party the other day, and a friend of hers and the husband came to sit by us. I think they were at a reserved table, and so they had to move, and they came to sit by me. I didn't wait for them to introduce myself. No, I just said, "Oh, hello, I'm such and such." She also introduced myself, and she told me how she told me about her connection to my friend who was celebrating her 60th birthday party. That's how you do it. You don't sit and wait for people to come and talk to you. I'm not talking about fawning behavior. You know, some people, they rush and they go and, oh, they want to be seen. So they go up and go and greet people and all that. No, you can embarrass yourself. What if the person chooses not to acknowledge you? I remember being in a work setting, and an old friend at the time had said, "Oh, let's go say," we were at somebody's going away send off party. They were leaving the department. So she saw some top notch person and she goes, "Oh, let's go say hello to them." I just said, "No." I went to sit down and she went ahead. I don't know you. Why should I hang along? You don't do that, right? So with these personal goals, map out your plan, sit down. You should always have little notebooks. I have so many of these around that I use for different things. I was talking about some of the programs that I do here. I have different books for writing thoughts and, things in. So when we're talking about investing in yourself, map out the plan, write it out. What do you want to do? It doesn't need to be perfect at first. You're just putting ideas down so you can put it any which way. Come up with about 4, 5, 6, any number. And then you can, after you've done that, you can sit down, work through it, prioritize which ones you'll do first. That's how it goes. You can't just sit around and think that somebody is going to do that for you. It's a sacrifice. It involves work. Yes. If you want to develop as a person, it involves work. You have to work. You have to work at it. So then you map it out and then you take the steps to execute it. Say you want to go take a course. What do? You don't just write, "I want to take a course." You have to say, "Okay, I'm interested in cybersecurity," or "I want to do this or that. Where do I go?" Look online for resources. So maybe you look at a few courses. You're not interested in a 4-year course per se. Maybe you want something that's 6 months, 8 weeks, what have you. So you do your research. You have a phone number, you have an email, whatever it is. You ask for information. Maybe they need this or that from you. You go through the application process, you fill out the forms, you do what is needed. And then, of course, maybe you need money to pay for the course. If you don't have money yourself and you need to apply somewhere, you need to go to that agency online, look for the information, fill out the applications. There's steps to it. And when you get up every day, you just need to map it out. Today, I'm going to do this. Today, I'm going to do that. Like I said before I came on here, I was on a financial information platform, and I'm telling myself I have a lot of this information, but I'm not paying attention to it. So I'm going to go back to it and revisit it and get acquainted. Like, I need to do more on my financial side of things because I've done some investments too, but it's like, okay, what next? You need to keep abreast of it. What do you do? It's not just, "Oh, I've got knowledge and I'm sitting there." You need to build on it. So that's how it works. So I've been talking about investing in yourself. This is a book read from Own It. And I've asked the question, do you have a plan for your life? People are just not happy with themselves. They won't even take the steps to become better. And there's one other thing I forgot to mention. I come from a community where we grew up very strict rules. Right now, it's not so strict. It seems like everybody's doing whatever they like, but most people are believers. So somehow, I always say that, yes, there's the word of God, the Bible is there, but we seem to read it and interpret it wrong. There's this mentality of entitlement. There's this mentality of other people should be doing for me what I ought to do myself. And so we have this mindset. And then, of course, we're deceived into thinking that going after money is a bad thing. You are working for money surely because it's going to help you buy the goods and services that you need. So, we get it wrong. It's the love of money that is the root of all evil. So people think that, oh, I have to be poor and I have to go and beg people. And yet you are sitting in church day after day and then you want to live with a poverty mindset. No, it's okay to help yourself in life. So this is why I'm talking about investing in yourself. It also involves reading. It involves reading. There's audiobooks. There's all kinds of things. Get books, read, listen, attend seminars. A lot of times when you see courses advertised on social media, those courses tend to be free. Excuse me. Those courses, they tend to be free. At the end of that, then they have an offer. And if you want to go ahead, then you take the offer and you pay for it. But I'm here to tell you, I'm talking about investing in yourselves. It comes at a cost. It comes with a price. We are so cheap, would rather spend money on fake Gucci purses and what have you. But when it comes to enhancing our brains, developing ourselves, acquiring skills, acquiring knowledge, we complain, oh, how can I pay $1,500 for that? Oh, how can I do this or that? Let me tell you, I'd been writing books, but I was on Clubhouse and I ran into Dr. Fred Jones. He's a worthologist, Write Your Worth. And so after much talking and convincing or cajoling myself, I joined his community and I came out with this book. And all I had to pay, and I'm not saying it's cheap by any means, $1,500. It was worth my investment because I've got this. I'm able to now help somebody to do their book if they so choose. And I am working with clients. And so it was worth my investment to know. I know that I had a classmate who's an author, and I'd asked her, I had a online meeting with her, and she showed me she told me what the process was like to do this. Even my son had offered to, but when you listen, you don't really pay attention. So you're actually sitting under somebody and they are really too dry. I appreciated what my friend did, but until I got into this, I didn't know that, oh, okay, this is what it entails. This is what it involves. And even there's times that when you are working on projects or say you're even working on your book, you don't have to do everything yourself. I got this tip from a friend. We were in a group together and he said, things that you can't do yourself, you source it out. So I do that. But you need to be willing to pay money. Look at your expenses in life and see what you can cut out. Some things we do are so frivolous, but we are used to doing it time after time that we don't pay any mind. But if you start cutting cost, you realize that you can free up some money to invest in yourself, pay for what you need. You'll be happy about it for the future. The future is going to be something else. So we're going to go to the next. Some tips to keep in mind on this journey of investing in yourself. First of all, you need discipline. You can't do anything without discipline. So you have to procrastinate less. If you are somebody who procrastinates, putting things off, look, when you go to any dollar store, there's all kinds of notebooks around. There's small ones, medium ones, big ones. You can get those small ones and start writing out everything you need to do in a day. Even if something comes into your mind, oh, I need to take care of that, you write it down so that you can see it in front of you. And when you've taken care of that business, you cross it out. And then you feel that sense of accomplishment that, wow, I wanted to do this and I have done it. I took care of it. Or maybe I've done step 2 of a 5-step process. Feel proud about it. Even you can even get an agenda book, put in, this was done on this day. I need to move to the next step. So stop procrastinating. Stop putting things off. I want to go to school, and you are sitting there, you're telling them, I want to go to school. They heard you say 3 months ago. 3 months later, you are still saying it. Did you do anything about it yet? They'll ask, and you go, no. So why are you talking about it? Get to it. Do it. Just do it, okay? The other thing is that break bad habits. If you're somebody who's lazy, you don't do things on time, or you spend time chatting or watching, being on social media, doing all kinds of things that really are time wasters. If you are not busy with yourself, people will use your time. Your friends will drag you into everything. Oh, hey, do you want to come with me? I have to go take care of this or that. If you're like me, I may say, oh, I'm busy today, maybe next time. But some don't even know how to say no to people because they are so needy. They are so, they like the approval of men. So they're so afraid of offending people. So they go around pleasing other people, doing their stuff, and then your stuff is left undone. And the bad habits, maybe you are sleeping too much, or you're not using your time wisely. Time is wasting, time is taken away from you, or you don't have a good work ethic. There's many other things. Another tip, time management. Don't waste time. Use your time wisely. We all have the same 24/7, right? Don't we? How come others are succeeding? Others are succeeding, and some of us are just left behind. And even of the 24, you only have a margin of 28. Sorry, you only have a margin of 8 hours to function during the day. And most of that is even spent at work if you are working. So let me tell you this. You know how I got my books written? I wrote um, 4 books, 4 books within the COVID period. I think COVID was over last year, but yeah, from 2020. And ask me how I did that. Before, I'm working, I'll take my notebooks. When it's break time, I go sit in the food court with my tea, whatever it is that I have, and write my stuff out. I come home, then I come and type it up. I'm not somebody who can sit at the computer and just be typing things. I won't do it. So I write it down, like I can put my thoughts down. Sometimes you come home and you realize, oh, we've run out of food. I have to make supper. Oh, there goes my dream. You know, women, how our journey is. Oh, gee, there's no food. I have to make supper. So the 1 hour that I was going to dedicate to my book has been taken away because I have to make supper. But then I make it up. So you have to discipline yourself. You have to really discipline yourself. Manage your time well, because somebody will say, well, I work during the day. I can't do this. We have all kinds of excuses. Oh, I'm so busy. Let me tell you a funny thing. When I was working, I used to say, oh, I'm waiting for the day that I'll retire and then I'll have my 7.5 hours to myself. I'll tell you now, I was more disciplined when I was working. Okay. I've been retired now 2 months. And sometimes I'm like, where did the time go? Do you get what I mean? It's the same thing. I'm thinking that I was even more disciplined when I knew that I have to work 7.5, but after work I do my stuff. I discipline myself to do it. But then again, it's only been 2 months, so I'm getting my rhythm. But I'm using it to illustrate a point that don't give me the excuse that I work, so I can't do this. This is not possible. Oh, there's too much on my plate. Find time. You can do it. And of course, the other tip is get organized. Be an organized person. It's like me right now. I'm working on a manuscript with my client. So after this, I think maybe I'll go for a walk. It's been rainy this last 2 days, but I see the sun now. I'll go for a walk. I'll come back. I'll have lunch. In the afternoon, I have a program. So while I'm listening into that program, I will be working on the manuscript, making revisions. You tell yourself that you work on it. And then, of course, I know that I have to create my videos for next week for this page. So today, tomorrow, Sunday, I have some written out, but I still have to write some out. So you discipline yourself, whatever it is. That is my area, my niche. Like I create my content, so you focus on it and you make time to do it. Everything involves you. Nobody is going to come and help you or tell you how to use your time. I mean, you can go for what do you call it? You can have a mentor or a coach help you with some of these things. But at the end of the day, when you're done with the coach, who has to execute? It's you. So you better have that mindset, shift it and say, look, I need to focus. You need focus, you need discipline, and you have to work hard. So let's talk about some advantages of investing in yourself. Look, investing in yourself is a confidence booster, okay? Because I'll tell you about myself. I used to be very timid when I was growing up in Ghana before I moved to come and live in Canada. I was very timid. And then because we were taught to respect the elders, you know, you don't look people in the face, you don't look an adult in the face, you're not talking to them. Then you come to North America and that behavior is considered shifty. People are very direct, very forthright. And the manners that we were taught back home, oh, please and thank you. Up till now, when I hear my people talk, even when they don't need to say please, they are saying please. But I've noticed that here in Canada, in North America, nobody says we do, but when somebody, especially at work, when they want you to do something, go, oh, can I get you to do this for me? They won't say, oh, please, can you do this? There's none of that. The thank you will come. So I'm just saying that sometimes you've been raised a certain way, but you need to adapt and shift. I still say please and thank yous, don't get me wrong, but I find it comical when I think about it. I think, what was the fuss all about? Here are these people who came and taught us manners and they are not even, using it themselves. And sometimes even they don't, can I get you? They say it in a polite way, but some too, they don't. They can be so rude. So there you have it. So confidence booster, when you invest in yourself, like I was saying, I was very timid, but through work, it's been 11 years now, I joined Toastmasters. Yeah. I became an advanced Toastmaster bronze or something, and then I left off. So now for me, it's not difficult for me to talk. If you put me on the spot and say, okay, come and give a vote of thanks, I should be able to say something, So it's something that I've trained myself to do. But there are some now who find it so difficult. Oh, I'm shy. I don't want to turn on the camera. Who are you shy of? Who are you afraid of? Get over your fear. Those people that you're so afraid of, or you think, oh, they'll have an opinion about what you're doing, they also have their own struggles. Never mind them. Turn on your camera and speak if that is what you want to do, or whatever it is that is limiting you. Get over it. For me, you're not going to stop me. It's like as I speak, my sister turned 52 days ago, and as I speak, I'm not there. In Ghana, they're having a celebration for her. And so when I came downstairs about a week and a half ago to do my video, I said, oh, I'm just trying. I was just talking. I spoke for 13 minutes. My video will probably be the longest there. They may not, because everybody was limited to 3. And so the guy who I sent the video to said, oh, I have to make it shorter. And I said, my sister gave me leeway. So then my sister had to go and tell her that is my big sister. She's not to do short speeches. Her stays. She has the leeway. She can do it. So that, like Toastmaster gave me confidence. I got my confidence from it. I can speak on the cuff. I can speak off the cuff. I don't know what the expression is. I'm using the wrong expression, but there you have it. Confidence is a big thing. You need to boost your confidence. You need to build your confidence. When you invest in yourself, whatever it is, listen, I know even I did Toastmasters through work. I also took French classes through work. Even then, there's this place in my city here. I forget what it's called, but it's like you pay a minimal fee and you can take any course. So I used to go to this high school and do French on Saturdays with other people too, just conversational French. So there's little things that you should be willing to do that will boost your confidence. If there's an area of interest that you want to teach kids how to speak, go and learn some skills. It doesn't cost much. Okay, it does not cost much. Like whatever you do, it builds you up. You become confident. Even you don't need to go and be a Toastmaster. You can stand in front of the mirror. If you want to overcome your fears, write 3 lines on a scrap of paper. Stand in front of the mirror, read it out to yourself. And then note, or even, what do you call it? I remember getting a client to do that. Make a video of yourself speaking. And then when you finish, critique it, or have somebody you trust critique it. Let them give you constructive feedback. It will help you. There's little tricks. I don't have it all the answers, but even you watching can think of some things that you can do to be better. And of course, advantages of investing in yourself, you become better. You feel good about yourself. You stand tall, you walk tall. You are confident, you are able to speak, you're able to impact others, you are kind, you believe in yourself. So whatever is flapping outside around you, or people trying to pull you down, whatever they may be doing, it doesn't affect you. It doesn't bother you. You're a different person, and you've changed your circle. Of course, through this process, you get to know yourself better. You can laugh at yourself, you know. Sometimes even you put the bad stuff about yourself out so that other people who may not be so mature, who think that they are going to belittle you with it, you pluck their feathers. They can't touch you. You've said it already. Yeah. The other thing too is that you're able to impact others. Okay. Um, if I had stuck to being shy, being that timid little person I was back home, I wouldn't be sitting on social media talking, talking, influencing and impacting people. Okay? You may think you are nothing, but something that you say will make a world of difference to another person. So never keep silent. In my community, okay, I'll mention it, the Ghanaian community, there's a lot of muzzling going on. People come and bully people on social media. People don't want you to be yourself. People don't want you to talk. Don't allow that. Be your own person. Don't allow anybody to bully you. There's a lady that people are constantly, she's a celebrity, people are constantly talking about her, heaping insults on her. I heard somebody say yesterday on some video clip that, have you heard her come out to say anything? No. The only response is silence. Don't dignify put downs and what have you with any response. Just keep carrying on. Okay? So impact others. You could be impacting the youth. You don't know. I was surprised when I looked at my analytics, or I was talking to somebody from Meta, and they said, well, most of the people who watch your stuff are the youth. I'm like, oh, wow. So you see, you never know the difference that you are making. And of course, when you invest in yourself, you build connections. I've met many people who are going the same way that I am, and we build each other up, we interact, we watch each other's programs, we provide feedback, we do collaboration together. It's a lot. And of course, investing in yourself, it helps you to adapt to change. Okay? If you have this mindset, I'm somebody that I hadn't seen myself even learning or trying new things. But then when I wrote a book, I realized that, oh, you don't just get up and write a book. You need to promote it. It comes with all kinds of things. So I had to learn some of this, tech stuff and become tech savvy, so my mindset is such that if I see something I think I'm interested in it, I'll buy the course. Oh, let me see. Udemy, for example, they have different things. So I'll buy it I program myself to always seek knowledge. So if I'm interested in something, I'll go there. If I'm not, I'll just stay back. But it all depends on what you want to see in your life. And of course, it equips you with new knowledge. You can't be ignorant. Ignorance is no longer bliss. Not in this time. Get up, become somebody who is always seeking knowledge. It doesn't matter your age, not in this part of the world. Back home, they'll say, oh, I finished school in such and such. Why should I go back to school? Look, that piece of knowledge or that block of knowledge that you received, it's changed. Become current, be dynamic, seek new knowledge, upgrade yourself, level up. And of course, advantages of investing in yourself, it keeps your mind healthy. I have about 9 books, probably it's 10 now that I'm supposed to read this year. You think I get to them all, but I look through it, I read, I listen to my audios. Even I've not been doing so well, I'll be honest here, but I could be doing more. I listen to the Les Browns, all kinds of things, financial information, seek knowledge, seek knowledge, seek knowledge. At the end of the day, you need to be comfortable with yourself. You need to be confident. You need to be capable. So do the work. Do the work to become better. You find out that you become happier, you feel at peace, and you'll be joyful. So if any of what I've said resonates with you, certainly you can contact Auntie Yaa'S Own It Academy, ownitbooks@gmail.com. And let me bring up the Here it is. We provide life coaching. Okay, you need more clarity in life. Are you willing to take responsibility and accountability for your own life journey? Book coaching and publishing. What is your story? It is waiting to be told, okay? And sometimes you think your story is not important, somebody else's is more important. No, your story needs to be heard. Your voice is your power. Own that power, okay? And help somebody with your story. Will help you publish your book. And of course, we do women empowerment. Women empowerment, dear woman, do you know who you are? What script are you living by? Is it yours? How would you like to rediscover yourself and work at becoming the best version of yourself? How invested are you to do this work? So yes, if you need help, certainly contact Auntie Yaa'S Own It Academy. We're here to serve and support you. So today I've been here speaking about investing in yourself from page 23 of Own It, an Amazon best-selling book. I am an Amazon best-selling author. Get your copy on Amazon. It will help you with your life journey. I hope that you've been blessed with what I've shared today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them and we'll respond to you. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye for now.